What's up, everybody? This is Fatine.
And this is Aja.
And we're Kindred the Family Soul. And you're checking out my homeboy Sly on the Get Down Live.
What up, fam? This your boy Sly Jones, and this is the Get Down Live. And hey, I got a special treat for y'all. I got the sexy ladies of the Get Down Live. I got to my right, I got Livi E.
What's up, ladies and gents?
That girl Livi E. And to my left, I got the sexy Essence Love.
Hello, listeners.
What's going down, y'all? Man, we about to get into it. Man. Now look, today's topic is, what do women really want? What do they really want, Livy?
So it depends in what sense. Do you mean relationships wise? Do you mean being physical?
See, that's exactly what I mean. Essence Love, you know what I'm talking about? Look, I asked, what do women really want? Livy E just gave me like 5 things, you know what I mean? What do y'all really want?
Well, it's not that complicated. Men make it more complicated than it really is.
Okay.
Women are really simple. We want a honest guy.
Yes.
Okay, that's like first of the list.
Okay.
And we just want a man to really treat us like a queen that we are.
Absolutely.
If you treat us like a queen, we're going to in turn treat you like a king.
Oh,
we do not require much. God has already given us everything that we need to carry out.
He definitely gave you everything.
Our role, right? The kids, work, and still be able to take care of our king in every single way possible when he comes home.
Okay.
And all we ask for is appreciation, and honesty. That's it.
Now, you said, the first thing you said, Essence Love, is that was simple. That wasn't that simple.
That was
tough.
No, the part that I said, we already hold down so much. So what we want from y'all is really not a lot.
Can I tell you what we want from y'all?
I thought this was what
I thought this was see, there we go. See, that's the problem.
All right. Okay.
That's the problem right there.
Women really just need someone to listen. I think we're very clear. And men just tend to not pick up on things.
So wait, well, let me ask you this then, Livy. Do you really believe when a man comes up and tries to get with you or talk to you or get to know you, do you really think he just really wants to talk?
Honestly, no. I feel like they have one thing on their mind.
And what's that?
It's sex, of course.
Okay, so why do y'all act like it's not on our mind?
What do you mean?
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Is letting a woman know that she's pretty or cute in the workplace offensive?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, you can, but you don't have to focus on it. I mean, I think there's a way of doing things. And I think, based on how you approach or how you're speaking to me, I can already tell that you find me attractive. But, I mean, as long as you make it comfortable, we should be good.
The way he bats his eyes at you, maybe?
Yeah, it could be a look. It could be anything. It could be what he says. Or it could just be, you look really nice today. And I'll know.
Okay,
So.
Essence?
I agree. I feel that there's nothing wrong with letting anyone know how they look. It's all in how you come at someone.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, Essence Love?
Yes.
I see you at work.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I'm like, damn, she fine.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I say to you? Now, let's say you don't find me attractive at all.
Mm-hmm.
What do I say to you to make you not go to HR on me?
Ooh.
Just honestly, like, hey, you look beautiful today, or you're a really attractive woman, and like, I mean no harm by that. I just wanted to let you know that, like, I've had people come up to me and say that to me before, and like, it's totally nothing wrong with that at all. Actually, that makes me feel good in a sense.
So what if what if I say that and then I suck my teeth and go,
then okay, come on.
what? I mean, what? I mean, I'm saying what you said. I just sucked my teeth. It was like,
that is totally
So is that
different.
offensive?
That is offensive.
That's a little strange.
That's too much.
I think that's a little strange. And then it's all about if you keep telling me every day and making me uncomfortable, then that's when it changes into something else.
Okay, but women can.
But
women
you sucking your teeth, like,
yeah,
seriously.
like I'm not a. You
know what I'm going
to
to do at that point? I'm going to look at you and I'm just going to be like, okay, clearly you do not have all your marbles.
Right.
Okay,
like, seriously.
Okay, so well, tell me this. Okay, so if that's the case, so how can women get a pass so much? So a woman can say he has a nice chest. Oh, look at his abs, or he has a tight ass. How do y'all get away with this stuff?
But
we're not telling
we don't tell you directly.
We're not telling you.
It might be to our friends.
It's going to be to our friends. Yeah. It's not going to be directly to you. And if a female does tell that to you, then like she's trying to get with you. Like she really, want to go home. She want to take you home.
Well, that's.
But look, you guys might not mind that. You guys probably like that.
Hey, I would. Please, if you see me and you let me know. Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Since we're going through that, second question. Do men and women agree on anything?
I believe they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
When there's communication.
Right.
Okay. Do men and women agree on anything? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, what do we agree on? Because we just disagreed the whole time, just right now.
That's true, but
there are some things that you do agree on.
And I mean, just like relationships, if that was the case, then we wouldn't have relationships.
Right.
There has to be some type of agreement.
Okay, because men love me, feed me, sex me. Is that on y'all mind? Because that's definitely what's on my mind.
Basically.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to understand too, though, that women and men, we want different things, but yet the same thing, if that almost makes sense. And it's a metaphor in a sense. So we want the same things you guys want. And men want the same things that, women want too as well. Like we feed me, sex me. And what was the last one?
Feed me, sex me, and be faithful. Let's change it.
And see, remember that was the first thing that I actually said at the beginning of the conversation. But you wasn't listening.
I want a lot of because I was only thinking sex.
See, exactly.
I think
we have to have it.
That we all want the same things, but there's like the level of importance, it just varies. And I think
that's what
like sex might be number one on a man's list. And even like physical attraction is number one on a man's list. That's not number one on a woman's list.
Right.
I mean, or I don't want to say all, because everything again is subjective, but I feel like for women, I know for me, looks is not everything to me.
Exactly.
And I feel like men are visual creatures, so they have to be visually just pleased. You know what I mean? For me, I'm all about the mind, how you stimulate me and how you treat me. If I see you're just treating me amazing, you'll start just being attractive to me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think we all do want the same things, but there's certain things that are important, and it just,
Well, okay. Well, so why do women only want men? Like if you ask a woman, describe me your man, they'll describe me the man of your dreams. They'll probably describe Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? I mean,
you'll say tall, dark, and handsome, but like
with tons of money. I mean, there's a bunch of tall, dark, and handsome broke dudes.
What's wrong with money?
But
no one's gonna say I want a broke person.
But that's not every woman.
That's not every woman, right?
Okay. Because I don't.
Good 85%.
I would rather have honesty, how you treat me, versus money. Oh, any day. Money we can obtain together.
Right.
I'm glad you said that.
Money, I've met so many men that has money and they are literally like a-holes. Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that does not define a man. What defines a man is, for one, his love for God.
Yeah.
And his love for me.
Hey,
if you got that covered, you got everything else covered.
I feel you. You know what? Speaking of that, essence love.
Yes.
Let me ask another question.
Okay.
Who is more crazy? A man who abuses his lady, or the woman who stays with the man who's abusing her?
I would say the man that is abusing his woman. And the reason why I say that is because I take everything back to the Bible, right?
Okay.
in the Bible, the man is the head of the house. The man is the one that sets the tone. The man is the one who we rest our shoulders on. God made man over the woman. Not over the woman, but he made the man to be
the leader of the household.
To be the leader of the household. So we are the weaker vessel. So if you have a man that is treating their wife or their girlfriend or whoever like that, it is that man's responsibility. It's on that man.
Okay. Livy. Same question.
I believe it's the man, because he's pretty much putting it on them. Like, he's the one that's starting all this negative energy. So I would say it's more so the man's fault, but I feel like, wait, can you repeat the question one more time?
So, okay, yeah. So let's repeat it again.
I don't want to get lost.
Who is more crazy? A man who abuses his lady, or the lady that stays with the abusive man?
I don't want to say more crazy. I don't even.
Okay, insane.
I don't want to say it's not the woman's fault, so I don't want to say she's more crazy. But I feel like in those abusive relationships, I'm not sure, but from what I've heard, it's a lot of manipulation, and it's a lot of putting fear in someone if they do try to get away, or it's a lot of making them feel less than, or kind of just mind controlling them. And I don't want to say anyone's crazier. It just depends.
So does the lady have, does the women, because the fellas are going to have something different.
They're going to say it's the woman's fault. Like, she should just get out of there.
Some of them, but
but that's the reason why you take everything back to the Bible. The man is the head of the house. The man is the one that sets the tone for absolutely everything in the household.
But when does the woman take responsibility for her actions? Because she don't have to.
That should be unacceptable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If if someone's doing that to you, that should be unacceptable, and you should be able to get out of that situation. But I feel like it might be easier said than done, because that's how I feel.
Yes.
But you just never know.
Yes.
So, okay. So knowing that, and women are not all, but a lot of women are attracted to the bad guys, right? Or let's say they want the thugs, or, they want this, but they don't go to the nerds, the one that really can't get a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the ones that's going to do for you.
Yeah.
But they rather have the one that play in football, start a football team in high school, come out, he's gangster, he's outside with his shirt off, he's beating up people on the basketball court. That's the one they get the bad women. So it's like, if you know all of that, why go to that man?
But
why?
Again, that's not all women.
Okay, it's not all women, but so
you're saying,
crazy?
why do the woman go to that man? Well, everything has a start point.
Okay.
Right? And so you have to look at the beginning of, first of all, why is she lowering her level of appreciation?
Yeah, but she sees the warning signs.
Doesn't matter.
There.
Doesn't matter. If you come from a broken home, and if you seen your father beat your mother, if you seen your father disrespect your mother, what are you going to go look for? Right? If you're in a household, you don't have no father in your household, you see these things, you know what I'm saying? So everything has a start point as into why you're doing what you're doing. So that's what's going to make her go out and choose that same type of guy. It doesn't matter if she know how he's going to treat her or not. That's what she's used to. And that's the reason why it's so very important that when we father children, or when we mother children, that we train them up to teach them what is right and acceptable.
Absolutely. Foundation is everything. It's all about.
It's the key.
It's all about.
It's key. Well, I can guarantee you, because I've seen a lot of mental illness with women around me. And if I see a woman outside biting on somebody's tires, I'm not gonna hang out with her. I'm not gonna hook up with her. I don't care how fine she is. I'm just gonna pass.
I'm gonna pass too if I was biting tires.
She might be fine and everything, but I see warning signs. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm gonna pass on that.
Well, we all get warning signs, but the thing is, do we always listen? No, and we don't.
Depending on how good he or she looks, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right? And that chemistry gets to flowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them eyes get to twinkling. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
she
start
gets to shaking them hips.
Essence. Don't
And
start
then
nothing. Don't you start nothing. Don't you start nothing in here.
They call me Essence for a
Livy,
reason.
calm it down, Livy. Calm it down.
And then even
Drink some of
sometimes
this
the
water.
cool guys are the ones who are more aggressive. And so that's sometimes why these guys kind of, you know, get what they want, because they're the ones that are just putting themselves out there. And the cool, calm guy, he might not do too much. So.
Well, Livi E, I'm glad you said that, because going right into my next question. Now, look, let's lighten this thing up some.
Yeah.
I want some women tips. I want some secrets. Okay.
You
now,
want the secret?
yeah, I want some secrets.
You want the good?
I want the
We'll
good.
see.
You know what I'm saying? The good.
I'll
So
give you
now
some
tell
secrets.
me this. Like, men, we do this. And if a man tells you don't do this, he lying.
Okay.
When a man walks by you and you think he's attractive,
Mm-hmm.
when he passes you, do you smell to see what he smell like?
Of course.
I mean, I don't like start sniffing, but
Right, like a
some
dog.
good cologne, Lord Jesus.
That will get you. That will get you some
that
brownie
is
points
number
all
one.
day
That's like,
long.
Tommy, give me
Okay.
some cologne. Tommy,
I'm
hurry up,
telling
give me
you,
some.
is this-
What kind y'all
I
like?
mean,
Well,
I
is this
feel
certain
like-
scent, right?
Yeah.
If it's a scent, and see, every cologne smells different on every individual.
Yes.
Why? Because
Mhm.
it's your what?
Mhm.
Essence. You know, your essence,
I see
right?
that. Look, I see how you done that. They did that.
And so if you smelling like just
Mhm.
something that is like an unimaginable, you might get a whole lot of points that day.
Honestly,
See.
that's like my weakness.
That's your weakness?
Like, if I'm
Yeah.
walking, or even when I'm out and it's just a bunch of people and someone walks past me and they smell good, like I will instantly just like,
Uh-oh.
I think I
You
grabbed
eat 'em
somebody
up?
like that.
Would you grab
No,
them?
I
Y'all heard it
honestly,
first.
I grabbed
Y'all heard it first.
I turned around and I was like, oh my God, you smell amazing. And it was just a situation. But
Oh, wait.
no, not like that. But I'm
wait.
saying,
Let's not just jump past that now, Livy.
I'm just saying that cologne is everything. And I don't feel like a lot of men know that. I think it's crazy.
I definitely wear cologne, but let me ask you,
Yes.
what cologne smells good?
Honestly. Another thing, guys don't like to give up what they're wearing because they think you're going to buy it for another guy. And I'm like, no,
Right.
just tell me what you're
We
wearing.
might.
'Cause-
Nah, I don't-
right.
nah,
But
you can
guys
ask-
don't like giving it up.
Ask me. You can ask me. 'Cause
Okay, so I like
don't
this
know.
cologne. I don't know exactly
I
the
don't
name.
know.
I think it's like Fahrenheit. It's in like a brown, like
I've heard
burgundy
of it.
bottle.
Mhm.
That right there just sends me to a whole nother level.
Mhm.
Like you might get attacked if
Well,
you got that on.
well.
I'm not even gonna lie.
See, for me,
So,
I'm going to find the clones. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm gonna
let them know, because I got a lot of people that want to know what y'all
Yeah.
like. So a lot of people, because
oh well, you know, I love my favorite is. Well, I'll tell you that next time.
All right, yeah, tell us next
I
time,
don't want to
because
break them out.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Chloe.
A
I'm just gonna
woman
put it
can
out
walk-
there. Chloe is my
A
favorite.
woman can walk by me. It don't
Mhm.
matter what she got on. She fine though. She can fart, and I'd be like, man,
Oh,
she smells
no.
great. I love women, man. I mean,
See,
women are great.
We see that you that crazy freaky type. We already seeing this other side of you, Sly.
Oh,
You
man.
that
Yeah,
you didn't call you
know.
Sly for me.
Hey,
right.
man, women are great. Women are
Amen.
great.
Sliding into
We're
the
amazing.
DMs, huh? Fart.
Oh man. Hey, but I want to know.
Yes.
Another
Mhm.
question here.
Yes.
When a man walks up and talks or tries to talk to you guys, right? Or you
Mhm.
girls, you ladies,
Mhm.
do y'all really think they want to talk to you? Like not talk, but like they really just want to have a conversation. Do y'all really think that's what they're after, is a conversation?
I think I already said no, but sometimes it just depends.
You
I think you asked me that earlier, and I feel like guys want one thing when they're trying to talk to you. It's like because they're trying to get to something,
okay?
which is maybe take you home.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have some people who are just, an intellectual who really just want to get to know you and see, like, does this woman have some substance?
Mm.
Let me,
Right.
get to know her. And then when the conversation is going good, or they might want to buy a drink so we can keep the conversation going because it's just flowing.
Mhm.
So it just depends.
Okay.
I agree.
Now, Essence Love, okay, let me, both of y'all jump in on this one, but let me
Mhm.
ask you. So let's say a guy, he talks to you, there's a connection,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
You hook up.
Mm-hmm.
2 years down the line, right? It's good, everything's going good. Why do women slow down the sex? Because this is a problem.
Okay.
Now, and this is why
I
a
can't wait
lot
for
of
this
men
one.
cheat.
Mm.
This is why a lot of men cheat.
I can't wait for this
Is
one.
because women always slow down the sex. And it's like, okay, wait, when we were talking or when we were getting to know each other, we were having sex maybe 3-4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like once a week, and then it's like I have to pry your legs open with a crowbar.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like
Bring it in, bring it
It's
in.
like,
Crowbar, though.
how?
Oh Lord.
It's like why do women do that?
Okay. So for one, this is just my opinion.
Okay.
First of all, outside of the will of God,
Okay.
Amen.
nothing is gonna flourish.
Okay.
So, if you do not, and I'm not saying that I have always, I was married before. I'm not saying that I haven't had sex before I was married. That's not what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But I did realize within what I was doing, nothing is going to come of this. Why? Because I felt like I was not in the will of what God would have for me,
Mhm.
as into what I strive to live off of.
Okay.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So with that being said, it almost falls off because of several reasons. For one reason, that's the reason why. Right. But then also it's always something that the guy did. I'm just speaking from, no, hold on.
Okay.
I'm just speaking from my experience.
Mm.
Every single one of my relationships, I told my exes, I told my ex-husband, I told my ex-boyfriends, if this relationship does not work out, my right hand to the Father is not going to be because of me. It's always been because of them. Whether it's cheating, whether it was just something just stupid, it was because of them. Now, why would I want to have sex with you if you can't even do half the things right that I asked of you, which is not a lot, which we go back to the beginning. And so I think so many men out here cheat because I don't know. You guys cheat a whole lot, right? You can have
Not
a
all of
dime
them.
piece. No, not all. Not all. Remember,
A lot
nothing
of
is
them
ever
don't
all.
go.
So on this show, it's not like I'm singling out all, because all men don't cheat. All women don't cheat.
Black
But
men don't cheat.
Who?
Black men don't
That's
cheat.
a lie.
That's I've been seeing that little movement.
out the pits of hell, right?
gosh.
So for me, one thing I would not tolerate is like cheating. If I find out, like, I'm done. I'm not one of the ones be like, oh, it's good. No, it's not. Because see, I've given you everything that I can possibly give you as a woman, like everything. And then if you mess that up, guess what? You on your own. And then here they come calling back. Here they come crying. Bye, puppy dog. Bye. Right? And then you think I'm going to open up my legs to this? Do you know what this is a prized possession?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Do you know how
snaps to that.
precious this is between these legs? This is mother of the earth. Okay?
Yeah. It's healing power, too.
Right, healing power.
Yeah.
And guess what? A whole nother human being comes out of our womb.
Right.
That's the reason why we hold so much stuff in. And when we give a man our all, we give them our all. Like, come
Absolutely.
on. And you want me to level down because what you got going on and I done gave you my all? Boy, bye.
Okay.
Look, she
Sometimes.
preaches.
Yeah,
Look,
I know.
Boy, bye. If you don't
She
get
just
up out
snap
of
her
here,
fingers.
if you don't get up out of here 8 times,
Okay.
trust me.
Right.
So yeah, we closing our legs, we locking it, and we putting a padlock on.
Okay.
How
about
So
that?
now, Livi E.
Yes.
So we heard that, right? We heard that loud and clear.
Right. Very much
But-
so.
Okay. So, same thing. You know, you get with a guy, that's a connection. 2 years down the line, you slow the sex down. What's up?
So for me in particular, I haven't been in too many relationships. I've only been in like one serious relationship. For me, well, I'll just say this. I feel like when you're getting to know someone, I definitely feel like being physical changes things. If I see that you're just so focused on just sleeping with me, to me, it's a red flag. For me, once I'm physical with someone, I don't like them like that anymore, or it just changes.
Oh, so you like the guy.
I don't want to say that, but some people have said that.
Yeah.
And I'm just a little different. I am wired differently. But to me, when I'm physical, it just ruins things. But time is a big thing for me. When you take your time, when you really get to know me, even if it probably is what you just want, just one thing, and you're just doing whatever you can just to get it. Time means everything to me. So I feel like being patient and waiting for that
Ooh, okay.
is great.
See, now, that's a
But
prime example.
I don't think, sorry.
Go ahead.
I don't think that if you guys are in this amazing relationship and you guys are physical all the time, I don't think things should just stop, because I feel like it's just like when people get married and they feel like, oh, we don't go out all the time or you don't look nice like how you used to. But like Essence Love said, women, you guys men care about sex a lot, but women
We have to have it.
absolutely. But we kind of connected to, if you're not making me feel good, if you didn't listen to what I said, not like that, but if you didn't do what you were supposed to do,
Why would we
if
give
you're
you
not
some
taking
banana pudding?
care of the household, if you're not, handling business or something like that, then I'm not going to want to give it up to you.
Right.
I'm not even going to get excited to even want to lay down
Because
with you.
sex
So-
for us is an emotional thing.
Yeah.
We cannot sit up there. We would rather not do it than fake it, even though we
Yeah.
fake it sometimes with some,
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
just,
well.
but we would rather not even lay down with you because we're so already turned off from like what
And
you
that will
didn't
ruin
do.
exactly.
That was gonna ruin
It'll
everything.
ruin
It's not
everything.
gonna. It's gonna be dry down there. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be
it's
wet.
gonna- yeah. So if-
women are from Venus, men are from
Hey,
Mars.
hey, but you know what? If is that one person that will understand you and
Yeah,
get
right.
you,
He'll
no
get
matter
it.
where we
Okay.
from.
Okay, so y'all see this is and I think this is
Get some water.
this
Get
is
some
the,
water.
I
Sly.
think I
'Cause
think
you're stuttering.
this is the disconnect because it's like women believe. Because a lot of these, you can't look at a man because he's in a man's body and think that's a full grown man in the mind.
Oh, I know that. Trust
So
me.
it's like-
even 50-year-old
It's
guys
like,
don't get
okay,
it.
and you got to think about it. In this day and age, well, not now, but for the grown men that's right now
Mhm.
and our ages, they were raised by single mothers. How can they
Mhm.
teach them how to be a man? They can't.
Mm.
So it's like sometimes you can't just look at a man because he's in a man's body and expect him to know everything. So it's
That's
like,
true.
and the women, y'all hold him accountable.
That-
And then it's like when he's trying, and it's like, okay, you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do this. And then you have women, the guy will try to do as much as he can, and then she'll see a friend down the street, and her man is thriving. And she's going to want everything that woman got. And she's like, why can't you do that? And he's like, because I ain't him.
Okay,
Mm.
so let me go ahead and correct that right there. Let me go ahead and stop you right there, okay? Because I got to tell you something.
Okay, shoot.
First of all, women. Let me tell you something about women. And let me tell you something about almost all women. It does not matter if we see our man, our king, striving for whatever. He can be a trash man. He can be a janitor. If you are striving to do what you need to do and handle your business, we are going to hold you down until the ends of the earth. Okay, we it's in my book. I talk about it in my book. I would sleep underneath a freeway with you if you are showing me that you are giving every single thing that you can give to make life happen. I don't care where we are. We can sleep in a cardboard box. If I'm down with you, I am down with you until the wheels roll off, fall off,
the real
and
ride or
then
die.
I'm gonna
I'm
put
leaving
and
your
then
ass.
Yeah, I'm
But-
like,
We'll
I
talk about
don't
boxing.
know
I'm
if
out.
I'm not right.
Right.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm
Yeah,
riding out.
leaving.
Sorry.
I'm
But
out.
see,
Essence
but
Love
see,
is
and see,
super
that's
ride or
the
die.
problem. See, just for that thinking, that's why you have people that leave. Men like you leave or women to leave because you guys, you got to understand if you say you down with somebody, if you say you ride with somebody, then
gotta
you
mean
ride
it.
with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got the same friends that I had for years and years. Why? Because if I say I got your back, I got your back. And relationships today, it's just like nobody has
No,
nobody
they've-
back.
they've lost that,
But I'm
for
gonna tell
sure,
you,
for sure.
if you have a woman, she's gonna ride and die with you. Like, but if you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a man, she like bye.
Okay.
Because we invest too much we invest too much. So if you're not at least doing your part, we good.
So okay.
We're done.
So some men, every man gives you something just a tad bit different. So okay, from your point, Essence,
Mhm.
a man, you got a man that's poor
Okay.
versus okay, and he's struggling, you're struggling, you getting tired of it. He's like, look, I'm tired. I'm only working 8 hours a day. This is it.
Mhm.
And then you got a man that comes by a Lamborghini. He paid. He's like, look, I can give you way more than what he can give you.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, she might say no the first time, but that rich dude is going to weigh on her. She going to like, I can have a better life. Why would you go with the rich dude when you know this dude's been working? He's like, I'm tired now. Like, you got to help. You need to help me. If you want to make more money, then you go do it.
I'm not leaving with the rich guy. And that's on my whole life. Because what I just said, I wouldn't care what I've been offered numbers. I'm not going with you just because of what you have. And if my man is tired, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to get out here and get a job. And I'm about to make this happen for us because I don't marry your money. I marry you. I'm with you because of you, because of who you are, because of what you bring to the table. I wouldn't care what car. That's your car. It ain't my car.
Mm-hmm. Well, it could be if you get married to him.
And guess what? I wouldn't care because that's not what makes me. And see, you got to get to the understanding, first of all, of who you are as a person. A lot of people just live in this life and they just see things and they be like, oh, I want this, I want that. And we're leaving out the very substance of relationships, right? And that's the reason why the world is how it is today.
Absolutely.
Livy, 10 seconds.
I just feel like everything is subjective. I think the older you get, the more mature you are. You know, money and all that stuff shouldn't excite you. Right. And just wanting someone just because they have money, when you experience it, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be terrible. So, yeah, just have more substance, and with experience, you'll figure it out. But someone who's hardworking and is a ride or die and who clearly cares about their family, you guys can work it on out.
Well, okay, so there you go. Livi E, Essence Love, or look for broke dudes. I'm looking for a rich woman. All right, so
look, don't think that. Look, don't get it twisted.
So check it, man.
He can be broke as long as he treat me good.
Just treat him right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm your boy Sly Jones. I got my girl Livi E over here. Essence Love over here. This is the Get Down Live.
Get Down Live.
Woo, see you guys next time.